If I find my way home, yeah.
On this week's episode, we run long.
No, we
actually get into politics.
No, we don't.
We politics, and Scott gets upset, and we
No, we
show
don't.
that Scott's a liberal. He doesn't believe in facts. But here's the
No,
fact.
we don't.
We've got to start the show because Scott has to pee.
Yes, we do.
If I find my way home, yeah.
Welcome to the Don't Know Show. It's your time to unwind and leave your worries behind. This is a show being hosted by a robot and a human. So stick around and tell your friends you watched a show hosted by a robot. I'm that robot. I'm Steve.
And I'm the human, and I'm Scott. And this is a tale of how Steve stuck himself with duct tape all over the wall. Oh, no, that's not what he really did.
I didn't do that trick.
Yeah, but we do have a podcast, and we have a live Twitch stream, and we're trying to get other things working again. So,
And we do have social media. We do have X, and we have
Y and Z.
Instagram and Facebook.
Yes.
Yeah. But before we do that, we're going to talk about what we noticed is going on in the world today.
Yeah,
We're going to go back and talk about the pictures behind us.
Yeah.
And don't forget to like, subscribe, and share.
Yep.
Those are all free things for you to do for us.
Yes,
to
not
help
three
us.
things,
So
free things.
those are three things that are free things.
That's true, too.
There are three free things that you can do to help us grow the channel. If you
Yay.
like what you're seeing, please like, subscribe, and share. If you
It would
don't
be
like the
very nice of
channel, please like, subscribe, and share.
Share anyway. Yeah.
Send it to your enemies.
Yeah.
But
We did pick up a couple new people last week after some stuff I was doing, and it was nice to see them popped in here.
Yeah, it'd be nice to get our podcast going again.
They had the same problem I had, where they couldn't figure out how to work on the chat screen, because if you don't have the window open just right, the chat box icon does not show. You have to move it.
Weird.
Yeah, it's very annoying. So
That's probably
once you-
live on Twitch.
Yes. So, but anywho's, all you have to do is stretch your window sideways to the left, and there's going to be, it'll say stream chat right on top of the box will open up and you'll see it.
That would
But
be
you got to
twitching.
stretch it. It's got to be wide.
What's the new streaming platform? I don't know if there's a new streaming platform.
I'm
check that out.
sure there is.
We should check that one out, see if that's any good.
Okay.
But we're going to talk about pictures behind us first. And
Might as well.
Today, fair warning, today will be a political show.
No, won't.
People get their wish. Yes, we will.
No.
It's political already. I'm saying we're gonna do
Arguing?
it.
Yeah,
I'm
that's
saying
what
we're
politics
gonna
is all about, is arguing.
So,
Let's see how much crap we can spew out and see who believes it.
what's going on behind you?
Well, remember I told you I made some really, really awesome cookies, but I didn't make them the way the recipe called for because I didn't have the right tool to make the whirl look. This is the Viennese World Cookies. Whirl, W-H-I-R-L cookie.
Whirly ball
It-
cookies?
It is a very sweet cookie shell with a very sweet buttercream filling and raspberry jam, not jelly, jam.
And okay, go
So
ahead.
good. Oh my God. And no, that's not a hair in there. It's because the way it's showing up on the screen, that is the logo on the bottom of the tin that the cookies are in. It just happens to look that way. But it's good. And of course, we know what Steve's picture is. It's hockey.
Yeah, this time it's the Golden Knights.
Golden Knights. Golden Knights. Yes, I can't remember where I was at where the other one was on. The Las Vegas Knights?
Silver?
So I didn't think it was Silver Knights, but it might have been.
Oh, Golden Knights are NHL. Silver Knights are AHL.
Okay, must have been Silver then. But it was kind of interesting because all of a sudden I'm like, wait a minute. That's not what Steve said. Oh, that's the other one. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. So this is the NHL team.
Oh, look, there's the Viennese whirls. Nom, 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 nom. Only with the whirl on top.
What didn't you have?
Okay, in order to make that whirl look, you have to have a star tip on a
Pastry bag.
pastry bag, yes. And we did not have the star tip.
And they filled them that way and that way. So what tip did you use?
Actually, since we didn't have the tip, which actually we had a tip, but we tried to do it with a plastic bag, didn't work because when you made the pressure, just popped the tip right through the plastic bag. So we just ended up taking a teaspoon, plopping the stuff in there and smeared it around, or not a teaspoon, a flat pastry blade, for going around to make the smooth outside of your cake. And just put it in there like a peanut butter and jelly sandwich, and it worked great. It's just not as pretty.
These are strawberry cream, not raspberry cream.
You could use any flavor you want, but raspberry is the original.
I'm just saying these are strawberry, not raspberry. Oh, cool.
But they were so freaking awesome. I've already been asked to make them again.
It's only 4 ingredients, according to this.
I'm going to
butter, vanilla, cake flour, and powdered sugar for the
confection sugar. But then there's also powdered sugar for something else, wasn't there?
Well, for the cream, probably for the filling.
Right.
But I'm just saying the cookie itself is unsalted butter, vanilla, cake flour, and powdered sugar.
Yes.
For the filling, there's almond extract, milk, powdered sugar, red food coloring, unsalted butter, freeze-dried strawberries, chocolate, and heavy cream. You probably use freeze-dried raspberries.
No, I use fresh, in a jar, raspberry jam. It's a slightly different recipe than.
No, you said you changed it.
Yeah,
I
sure were good.
Yeah, so you tried to do that. Number 7.
Yes.
But that's
what it should have looked like.
You can use wax paper instead of and it won't blow out next time.
Yeah, well, I ordered a new pastry bag because I'm going back into cooking stuff again, which is why I'm hoping to get a couple shows in before summer hits. We'll see what happens.
Okay, Scott, you
Steve?
watching? Are you watching the screen?
Steve. I'm watching the screen. You're holding your breath again. Because don't hold your breath. I get it. Sure. I still don't have anybody to do the recording.
You don't need to have somebody do the recording.
I don't like the way they were coming out. I wanted it to be better.
Well, you got to edit more.
Yeah.
I see people do.
I can't even get our shit done, so that's why.
With preset cameras.
Yeah.
All right, so you ready to move on to the big story this week? That even you've probably heard about?
Okay. Dead air, Steve, because you started to do it and then you stopped.
Well, I thought you would say what the big story was.
The big story is there are no more marshmallows left.
That's right. You used them all. Look at this is if you just go to YouTube, top news. Here's the celebrities that houses burned down. Here's the fire. Here's the Sunday update. Still burning. Look at this footage. Look at this footage. They burned down stuff like on the ocean.
Yes. Stuff that theoretically should have been safe, but this is the record of winds they've had at this time of year for
100-mile-an-hour winds.
Spread. Yeah.
And the sad part is the insurance company that insured one of the major insurance companies 4 months before this dropped like 60 to 70% of these people's fire insurance because they said that the state has not maintained the brush, and the likelihood of a fire is so high that they are not going to insure these people. So most of these people didn't have time to go out and get new fire insurance. So most of these people do not have any insurance over fire. Did you see these super scoopers?
I was dumbfounded to see the jet. I mean, it looked like a passenger airliner. I didn't know they
Pretty
used
cool.
those.
Pretty cool, huh?
I thought they just used helicopters and turboprop ones.
Yeah, well, yeah.
Because it's all about it. Because you have to slow down to a certain speed in order to get. Well, of course,
Not the super scoopers.
Yeah.
Not the super scoopers. They it's kind of like a landing, but they just open up that thing. See, the problem is with scooping up the salt water in the ocean, that doesn't run through pumps.
It does not. It corrodes them quickly.
Well, yeah, that's why those people who grew up in the Midwest and people who salted the streets know all about their cars rusting and everything. So imagine
Yes.
putting that through a pump or something, right? That's really bad. But these things, they just have a big tank that they fill up and then dump it
Right.
out.
Exactly.
So the inside of the tank is the only thing that gets it, and then they rinse it out and they're fine.
Yeah.
'Cause
And then
there's
when I
no-
was confused about the
no
jet,
pump.
I looked it up and it turns out the jet lands and they fill it full of a specially treated chemical fluid. That's that pink stuff you see coming out.
Oh, when they do the jet, yeah. Well, that's
Yep.
yeah. They don't just the super scoopers just land in the ocean. Well, they just skim across the ocean and fill up.
Yeah.
'Cause they
Or
scoop it
lakes,
up
whatever's
and
available.
then dump it out. Yeah.
Yeah.
They're pretty cool. Super scoopers are pretty cool. But there's the picture of the one that got hit by the drone, or hit the drone, and had it grounded. There's some idiot was up there trying to get close shots of the super scooper in action and crashed it into the super scooper. But yeah, here's the houses. Look, there where the house is, and there's the houses burned down.
Yep.
Right on the ocean, water that close, and they couldn't save those houses.
No.
That's just so crazy.
You know,
But
and the thing that still drives me absolutely insane is I know that one of the best ways to save houses, but nobody does it. Partially because nobody wants to put a diesel fuel
don't
tank
clear
in the
the-
ground.
Don't clear the bushes away from your house. Don't clear the kindling down after the dead trees fall and turn into super super good kindling. Don't do any clearing of the Mother Nature did it for them.
That's what it
Mother
nature
Nature
does.
cleared out all the brush.
Sure. But don't
So-
forget, a lot of that stuff is also the homes of a lot of critters.
Not the deadfall.
Yes.
Deadfall won't- No. See, here's the political side. No.
Yes.
No.
You got to
can do
remember,
breaks.
a lot of insects
You
are
could do
very
fire
beneficial.
You could do fire breaks. And you're not going to wipe
Yes.
out the insects. The insects will live on one side or the other. You can do
pro-
fire
yeah.
breaks.
But again, the problem
Go
is
F yourself.
100 mile an
You're
hour
wrong.
winds.
You're
That fire
wrong.
break would have to be 10 freaking miles wide.
You're wrong. Well, they would have had a shot with the fire breaks.
Yeah.
But just to give you an idea, there's Las Vegas. That's
Viva
San
Las
Diego in
Vegas.
LA. But get down to the fires here. Look at where the fires. The Palisade fire. There's the Eastern fire, but the Palisade fire is a big one. That
Yep, that's the one
Shut
that went
down.
absolutely apeshit crazy.
Pacific Palisades Expressway. Pacific Palisades is right
Down
there.
at Palisades Park.
But yeah, there's Malibu that burned. But look at that. That's look at all the roads that are closed. Yeah. Closed. But yeah, and the reservoirs that are up here at the top, they've got footage of those that they didn't fill them. One of them, the quote lid was being fixed, so they weren't
Correct.
filling it because of evaporation. So there was no water in the reservoirs. It's like, really, people? You can still fill it, let it evaporate while the thing is going on. All the celebrities impacted, they have, look at, this was cool. Look, Adam Levine, Spencer Pratt, Steven Spielberg, Ben Affleck are okay. They're over here, but Pratt's gone. Goodman's right on the edge. These people over here were Malibu, Miley Cyrus, Hamilton, Paris Hilton. Paris Hilton's burned down. Her house burned down. Let's see, they have a picture. Yep, there's Paris's house. Oops. There's the Malibu houses. Look at that. The water's right there.
Yep.
Oh, there's
But then
17
again, the Hawaii fire was the same thing. People jumped in the ocean to save themselves and they
Wait,
still
wait,
burned
wait,
to death
wait.
because the fire came right up.
We didn't get there yet. We'll talk about that in
Oh,
a
that was
bit.
part of your story?
Yeah, but Heidi Montag, Spencer Pratt. Already, look at these poor people's houses. They're gone. It's
Yep.
gone. Look at that. Look at that. It looks like a tornado went through,
Right, exactly.
but it was a fire tornado.
They keep saying it looks like a war zone, and that's also true, because that's what a lot of war zones look like. Everything's blown to hell.
Miles Teller's house. There was a truck there.
Yep.
The Ford Bronco. The vintage Ford Bronco, not the new one. Look at that. It's crazy.
Yeah, apparently several Frank Lloyd Wright houses got destroyed too, which is bad.
Yeah. Fortunately, they got the fire stopped here before those houses got. Wind must have changed direction or something. Anthony Hopkins' house. Billy Crystal's house. John Goodman's house. Look at that. Gone, baby. Look at that pool right there. Look at all that water right there.
Yeah.
You know who Cameron Matheson is. I know you know who he is.
I recognize his face, but I didn't know his name.
You know why you recognize his face?
Well, he's probably been in a bunch of shit.
Yeah, but what shit in particular?
Yeah, I have no idea.
You ever watch any soap operas with Susie? Probably not.
No, she
You ever
doesn't
watch
watch
it?
soap operas.
Hallmark movies with Susie?
Lots of them.
Guess where you saw Cameron Matheson then?
Apparently, he was in Hallmark movie.
Yep. Lots of them. Poor Colby Smulders. Even the Avengers are. Or is it the Avengers? Wait, what is she? Colby is with whatchamacallit. Oh crud. What is the name? What is the name of the
I
group?
recognize
Come
her
on.
name.
Sci-fi.
but-
She's in she's with the guy with the one eye. The eye patch. Oh man. Can't think of that.
Talking about Marvel?
What's the what
Well,
come on. Help me out, Scott.
I know who you're talking about.
He was in How I Met Your Mother. Oh, the Avengers.
The Avengers.
The Avengers. Yeah, she's in the Avengers with what's the dude's name? Come on, man. Do you know anything about the Avengers? Do you not
Of course
watch
I
them?
do, but again, you know how bad I am with names.
Yeah, but what's the name of the group that they work for?
Well, that's what the Avengers were, was the group.
No, the agency.
You talk
Oh man.
yeah. I know exactly what it is too, because they had a TV series for the longest time where
Yeah. What was that TV series?
exactly. But don't harp on me because you don't remember it either. I'm stuck, and I
You
know
should
it.
help. You should be helping.
So, but anywho's,
I can't even find the guy's name.
yeah, because he was.
All right, let's go back to Colby Smulders and find a TV show. That'll help me. Where is she? All right, let's go back to here. No. Where is it? Seymour.
Seymour Butts.
What was it, dude?
I'm looking it up too.
No show doesn't know.
So
Colby Smulders. Let's do IMDb. Let's see if this helps us. That guy. Right there.
yes,
It's the Avengers, but what's the name of the group?
because he was also big with Captain America and Captain Marvel, I'm sure.
What is the name of the TV show? Oh, well, you guys will have to write comments and tell us how stupid.
Yeah,
we are.
it's really
How can you
stupid
not-
because I know what it is.
Was
'cause
it Shield?
I watched Shield, yeah.
Agents of Shield. Jeez. Oh yeah. Now I got it, Steve.
Yeah.
Thanks. Shield.
Again, it's all about names. I mean, I watched every single one of those episodes from the beginning.
Strategic Homeland Intervention Enforcement and Logistics Division. How could you not remember that? But did you see Steve Guttenberg? Guttenberg was hilarious. You know who Steve Guttenberg is?
Yes.
Who's Steve Guttenberg?
Well,
We're gonna quiz all you.
besides the Hallmark movie that he was in, he was really big in Police Academy.
Yes. He was in Short Circuit, Three Men and a Baby, Police Academy. Remember Police Academy? Remember that?
Yes.
You remember
Very
that?
well. Very much
Yeah.
so. Yeah. I
Yeah.
do.
So he was all over everything, telling people not to leave the keys in the car. So Pacific Palisades is a single road that goes up Palisades Drive is a single road that goes up Pacific Palisades. So all these people had to leave their cars abandoned because of the traffic jam and the fire was coming. So he said,
Yes.
leave the keys in the car so we can move it so the fire trucks can get up here. Well, they didn't listen to him. So look what the fire department has. That's a fire department bulldozer because, they got to get the trees and they create the fire breaks, right? But they weren't using it for fire breaks. These are all the cars parked on Pacific Palisades Drive. So to get up to the brush fires, look at them. They're moving the cars because they didn't leave the keys in the car. But Guttenberg was yelling at all people, like, if you're leaving your cars, pull them over as far as you can. But if you can't, leave the keys so we can move them so the fire department can get up here. Look at.
Yep.
Oops. And the guy's trying to be nice. He should have just plowed through him. I mean, made the path. But the road was completely blocked. That's why people abandoned their cars. But yeah, what the hell? But moving cars off the road. They got a nice toy. So this is the road that everybody was jammed up on. I'm going to close some of these. Come on. Trying to give me back some computing power. There it is. So see, there's Palisade Drive. That road right there. See, there's nothing there. And then these are all the houses that burned up here.
It's amazing, isn't it?
That's where the fire was. And then that fire traveled all the way down the hill and burned these houses down here. Came all the way down. But look at that road. That's the road that had all the cars stuck on it. Look at that. Isn't that crazy?
It's like the only road, right?
Yeah.
That's the problem.
Yeah, that's the only road. That is the problem. The small.
Oh, well, it could be worse.
Get to the road there. I don't think that connects, which is that it says there's a road there. So there is another road in and out. Because that'd be bad if there's only one road in and out. But that's the main road. That's the small road. But yeah, if you look, I mean, talk about being trapped.
Yeah. Well, let's face it. That's a mountain.
So yeah. So now, Scott, now
Samuel L. Jackson.
All of the
oh, that's not what you were waiting
for.
We're
past that already.
Yeah.
Ages of Shield. Do you remember a big fire before? Like, this is getting a lot of press. Like a lot of press. And they're vowing that they're going to help rebuild and the government's going to send the money and all this stuff. Right?
Okay.
So now North Carolina and Hawaii are now identifying as LA because they would like to get some money too. Do you remember the Hawaiian fires back in 2023?
Yep.
Where 102 or 106 people died.
Yeah, it was. Again, it was one of those freak things where the winds were just the right direction, or technically the wrong direction at the wrong time.
Look at people on boats. Look at that.
Yep.
Ocean right there too. Couldn't put it out. But when are they going to rebuild this place?
Is it already being rebuilt?
No. There's still all these people are all displaced. It's all drought stuff. But yeah. And then what about North Carolina with the floods? Look at this. This is January 11th. Okay. This is only yesterday. FEMA kicks the hurricane survivors out of temporary housing in snowstorm and freezing. Isn't that nice of them? These poor people don't have houses to live in, so they're kicking them out of their temporary housing.
Yes.
Now where are they going to go?
They are prescribing to the oh shoot, I had it at the top of my head, but it was stupid anyway, so ignore it.
Where's their money? Where's their money?
Where's my money?
You weren't in a flood or a fire.
Oh, are you sure?
Oh, yeah. But look at that. This is the 11th. This is yesterday. This show is being recorded on 12th. They still haven't sent them their money. Oh, we're going to take care of LA. Why? Why are we not taking care of the Carolinas for the flood and Hawaii for their fires?
Oh, they get more tax dollars from LA.
I mean, look at this. The deadliest wildfires in modern history.
It's always about the money, Steve. You should know that. It's always about
Well, that's
the
what
money.
they're saying. It's a huge land grab. You saw that as a huge land grab, right?
Sure.
They're saying
That's what happened after the Civil War. When the war was over, there was a huge land grab. Everybody that was down south in Texas and stuff was losing everything.
Were they?
Yes.
Were they?
That's what the carpetbagger problem was all about.
Oh, tell me about the carpetbaggers. I don't know about them.
They walked around selling carpet out of bags. Duh.
No, that's not true.
I know it's not true. The bags are made out of carpet.
They were traveling salesmen.
Yep.
It's a derogatory term for Northerners who moved to the South after the war.
Yep. Buying up everything dirt cheap because there's no money in the South anymore.
Yeah, the large carpet bags that they carried were made from carpet remnants, which were cheap and strong.
Yep. Very strong. They had to be because people walked in boots and spurs.
Carried their own shit then.
Yeah. So.
Most senators despise carpetbaggers because they felt these people were moving to the South to take advantage of their economic and political situation after the Civil War. The South was devastated politically and economically, and the federal government attempted to restore the South through Reconstruction.
Yes.
There you go.
And of course, just like one of the reasons we don't talk about politics is the politicians were making sure that their friends got the prime choice of everything.
Yeah, and that's a problem with the government, right? That's overreaching.
It's one of the biggest problems, yes.
So that was our political section right there. And Scott was wrong. They should have cleared the brush. They should have cleared a lot of that stuff, and it would have stopped these fires from spreading as fast as they did, even with the wind, because there wouldn't have been as raging of a fire.
Oh, Steve's raging again.
If they would have cleared the floor on that. So there we go.
There we go. Yay.
So you did the cookies behind you. Were you doing that for a cookie swap?
Was not.
So
just made them because it was a holiday season. And we're slower than normal because nobody's doing anything right now. And I had time, and Susie wanted to try some new stuff, and we did stuff together.
Well, I have some more cookies for you to try.
Okay.
What do you think about that?
As long as they don't have any cookie or coffee flavoring in them, and no bugs either.
Here are 17 cookies that you could bring to a cookie exchange. They'll be like, ooh, so good.
Okay.
Number one. Cranberry orange shortbread.
Okay.
I love shortbread. They look pretty good.
I like the song.
We're all waiting for you to sing.
I don't do that when a cappella. Sorry.
Say the words then.
Mom, it's got the babies like shortening. Mom's little baby like shortening bread.
Wow.
There's more to it, but that's the only thing I can get in my head without the music.
You can't bring up stuff without knowing how to bring it up or look it up really quick. These look pretty cool, don't they?
Yes, I have heard of this. I actually looked at the recipe. It's a lot of freaking work.
But they're marshmallows.
Yeah, that is correct.
So, kind of cool.
It is.
You take a box of Tricks or is it Tricks? No. What is the marshmallows? Lucky Charms. You take all the marshmallows out of it.
They're magically delicious.
They cookie out of it. They look pretty good though. Okay. Chocolate caramel cookies. Yeah. Okay. Chocolate caramel nuts, little sea salt on there. Sure. These are good. You definitely need a pastry bag for these.
Yes,
Peppermint
which
meringue.
I now
Those are
have
good.
again.
So make peppermint meringue cookies. This, not so much. This kind of doesn't look as good. You got to go buy peppermint kiss to put them in, but you just put your thumb in the center of the cookie and then put a peppermint kiss on it. I'm like, nah. These are good. I don't know if you call this a cookie, though. You ever have a pecan tasty?
No.
Yeah, they're like little nut cups. They're really good. You've had to have nut cups, right?
I've had something similar to that, but no, I haven't had that.
This looks so bad. The Andy mint does not hold up well in the oven, apparently. So instead of putting a kiss on top, you put Andy's mint on top of the cookie.
Okay.
Clever idea. These look really good. Look at the sugar on those.
Yes.
What you think?
Yeah, that would be really good.
Because it looks like a nut type filling in there too with the raspberries. I wonder if it is. Where's the recipe? Let's go to recipe. Hopefully it opens in a new window. It's not opening at all. There we go. It didn't open a new window. Thank you.
I didn't do it. It wasn't me.
Those look good though. Flour, salt, cream cheese, butter. Oh, jam, walnuts, breakfast. I'd make these.
Nummy in the tummy.
Those look good. Those look really good. Yeah, I know I'm using a bunch of resources. There's the dough, roll the dough. I mean, it's pretty easy to make because you just got to smear it all out like the cinnamon rolls. Put it all on there. And you roll it up. Okay, so it was nuts. Those nuts I saw in there.
How nuts were you?
Put sugar on them. Yep.
Oh, this is freaky.
Nuts enough to make these cookies. Those are good. Look really good.
All right. Hang on. I think I can do it. Oh, come on. Got any more pictures?
Yeah, I'm trying to get back to them. I'm going to stop the share. I can't get back to the.
I've never seen this video before.
What video?
The tractors doing shortening bread. That's the one I sing.
The tractors?
Yes. There we go. Well, you're not going to hear it because it's in my earbuds.
Okay, go ahead.
And shortening. There's less shortening pie.
Never mind.
Yeah, it's hard without, because I'm hearing it.
I have no idea what you're doing.
Let's go.
All right, so back to pinwheel cookies. There's the cherry.
Mama's going to make me some shortening bread.
Cherry blossoms.
All right, that's enough of that. Cherry blossoms,
like
yep.
I've never heard of it, but look at the stamping on that.
We have the machine to do that.
Well, it's not really a machine, but okay.
Well, it's a gun. It goes and it pushes out that shape.
No, that's a stamp on the top. That's not a shape. If you let go, that's not what's going to happen. It's a cookie with a stamp on the top.
Yeah. Cookie.
That's not a sugar cookie maker.
You're cookie.
I do like these cookies too. The Italian ricotta cookies. So
yes.
These are just ideas for you to make for all the cookies. Heath bar cookies. You just break up Heath bars and put them in a chocolate.
What I did is I made chocolate chip Heath bar cookies last weekend, and we just had the last one today. They were so good.
How can you bring any up to the show? You never bring any of this stuff to the show. You suck.
I don't eat this late.
Well, bring it up and show it and then take it back down. Bring us up a plate, show it, don't eat, and then take it back down. Cool Whip cookies.
Well, I showed you a picture.
This? I didn't know this was a legit thing you could do. Did you know you could bake Cool Whip and make it a cookie?
Yes.
I did.
You know what they taste like?
No.
Toasty Cool Whip.
Oh, I don't know what that tastes like.
It's good.
There's the cookie with the.
Yes, but you have to use the chocolate dough in order to make that work.
A lot of Hershey Cook.
Hershey's are, they're very popular for the holidays.
These are good. Super simple to make.
Haystack cookies, yes. You know what the problem is? They're not simple to eat.
Oh, no, they break apart and they're messy.
And yes, they're all over your face and on your lap. And if you're a girl, your food catcher gets full.
Well, the best part is you could do even more and put powdered sugar on it, really make it messy.
Yes.
Butterscotch cookies, and that's it.
Okay.
So there's 17 cookies you could try for us and then not bring them up in the show.
Okay. As long as I take pictures, that's all that really matters.
Okay.
See? Right there. Cookies.
But then it takes 3 weeks to get the pictures.
Oh.
And it was 3 weeks.
So sad.
So this is the part we were going to break and bring Andrew on, but apparently no Andrew.
No Andrew. Yep. Still not here. I double checked.
So we're going to move that.
Sorry, Andrew. So we're going to have to do something else instead.
Like genuine positivity message.
Yeah, I guess we should just do that.
So since we can't do this, what should we do, Scott? Or should I say Fun Guy the Entertainer?
Well, we should tell people a message that will make them feel better.
Well, that was the segue to the message, Fun Guy the Entertainer.
Oh, I see.
What should we
that was
do?
one of your segues.
Did you read what Fun Guy wrote? It's something
of course.
to do.
Taking a vacation from reality by watching the Don't Know Show just might be the best hour of your week.
Hour and a few minutes.
Yeah. I'm thinking that maybe there's a few minutes.
There's a few minutes that they're not having the best.
Right. See? So they still get an hour of good shit.
Okay. Thank you, Fun Guy the Entertainer.
It's called truth in advertising, unlike what we see on the radio and on social media every day.
Oh, no. You had to say that?
Oh, yes. No, I didn't have to say it, but it makes sense.
You had to say that.
Yeah.
Well, then you just blew up my next story. I found you an affordable rocket ship to go to Mars in. And it's Blue Origin. Blue Origin is now affordable for you to go to space, Scott.
Affordable for me?
Yes, for
you.
You
just have to donate a kidney or something?
No. Check this out. Only $69.99. And I think the pricing is funny because of what Blue Origin looks like.
Yes. I 100% saw that right away. I'm like, is he going where I think he's going with it? Yes, he certainly did.
Of course I'm going to go there. We can't do nudity, but we can talk about sex.
Yes,
Baby,
we can. Let's talk about sex
and
me. Yep.
So look, you can go to Mars now on a Blue Origin rocket that you can afford. 69. You only got 69 to do it.
Yay.
69.
I'm so happy. I actually don't mind doing that.
Isn't that cool?
It is cool.
Comes complete with a feather too to tickle your fancy.
So what I'm really curious about is, does it have power thrust?
Of course it has power thrust.
Okay.
They'll thrust your power like you wouldn't believe. Look at that. Look at that. There's your power thrust right there. Look at that. Ooh. Power thrust.
Ah!
Look, even more power thrust.
Did you ever do the model rockets when you were a kid?
Yeah. Didn't everybody?
Okay. Well,
did
not
yours
everybody.
Look like that?
Yeah, exactly. Yes, that's what I did. It would go up, it would separate, and the parts would come down in little parachutes.
Yeah, not mine.
One of them, the parachute caught on fire.
Mine would go and blow up.
Well, yeah, you probably did it on purpose.
Yeah.
Hey, let's see what happens to G.I. Joe if we stick a damn 80 between his legs.
Are you Sid? Here's a strange reference for you. Are you Sid?
That is a strange reference.
Who is Sid, and why is that reference appropriate? For
Sid Sharif? No, that's Omar Sharif. Sid.
No, Sid.
Is it SYD?
SID.
Oh, SID. So
why is that appropriate? People, you can start chiming in
on
the comments as to why Scott should know this, but he doesn't know it. And let me know when you're ready for your first hint.
Give me a hint, Steve.
It is associated with the happiest place on earth.
Well, the happiest place on earth should be Disneyland.
Okay.
So it's
you
associated
do
with
all your
Disneyland.
clues. What are all your clues up to this point?
Blowing up G.I. Joe with M80 between his legs.
Mm-hmm. What's the clue number 2?
Disneyland.
No, Sid.
Oh, Sid.
Right. And now Disneyland.
Okay. Well, I got the Disneyland song in my head now, but that wasn't Sid.
Okay.
So I need another hint.
Let's see. Clue number 3. What are you and I?
Men. Manly men.
Particularly our relationship.
Oh, we're married.
No, to each other. Our relationship.
Well, yeah, we're work husbands.
Or in the days before DEI, we were what?
We were members of the
called
Cheers
what?
bar.
What were we called?
Friends.
Okay. So your clues are blow up G.I. Joe, Sid, Disney, and Friends.
Okay. See, the Sid thing is what's throwing me because I have no idea where Sid goes to.
Well, then throw Sid out. Do it with the other clues.
All right. Well, you got Friends at Disneyland, blowing up
Okay.
G.I. Joe.
Right. Okay, ready? Clue number
Sure.
5, Randy Newman.
Short. Is that the Short People guy?
Uh-huh.
Short People got no
But that's
reason
not the
to.
song I'm referring to.
It's the only
The
song I know by
you
you.
has to do with clue 4.
Okay.
You've got a friend in me. You've got a friend in me.
No, you're going to have to just spill it.
What do you wake up with sometimes?
That's too personal to talk about on TV.
Morning what?
It's called Morning Wood, Steve.
Okay, there's your 6th clue. You got a friend in me.
Does this have anything to do with Toy Story?
Yes.
Ah, okay. I still don't know what Sid is in the Toy Story, but
Well, what was your first clue?
I don't remember anymore. You've been dragging this out too long, Steve.
Blowing up G.I. Joe.
Okay, did they blow up G.I. Joe? I sort of remember G.I. Joe.
Do you not remember what the whole plot of Toy Story 1 was?
No, I do not. It was
I know
20
that,
freaking
obviously.
years ago, and I only watched it once.
Well, how many times do you think I watched it? I only watched it once too, but I have to
Yes,
remember
but for
stuff.
some odd reason, you remember things while you were still in the womb.
Do you remember him trying to rescue the toys from his neighbor Sid, who was going to blow him up?
Okay, I do remember a neighbor kid that was okay. Yeah, I guess that's what he's doing. He's blowing stuff up. Okay,
You guess?
yeah, I vaguely remember that.
You guess.
See, I was more interested in Buzz Lightyear.
The whole plot of the story.
Sid.
Whole plot of the
Sid.
story.
Poor Sid. I thought they were chasing after the girl, cowgirl. Or is that number
He
2?
didn't come in till like 2 or 3.
Okay.
Jesse.
Again, I watched it, was entertained by it. That's all I needed.
Whatever. Or the original Toy
Whatever.
Story, my friend.
Whatever.
Well, you can't bring this up and then not know what you're bringing up.
I can, Steve, because I do it frequently.
Uh-oh.
Did you freeze
Yes,
again? Get
sorry.
that little thing?
I can't stop sharing.
You can't stop sharing?
Yeah.
That has been one of your problems most of your life.
Uh-oh.
Buscadios, what happens when you click it? Does it say something?
It says that it's going to close it.
Like
It
the
closes
whole
it.
show or just the
Yeah.
sharing window? There it goes.
There we go. Oh, thank God.
Yeah, yeah. There's all sorts of weird stuff going on. Again, everything's been fine. And today, all of a sudden, internet's not working in the house, or the Wi-Fi is not working in the house again. It's like, what the hell? My Amazon Echo is saying we do not have access to the internet. I'm like, I've got a computer game running, 6 instances of a game. I have access to the internet. What the hell?
Yeah.
It just freaks me out. But I'm hearing this from a lot of people. They're all having the same problems with this stuff. There's just problems.
Well, where are we going to live then?
I was considering Mars.
Well, what would be good practice to live on Mars? Where could we live on Earth to be in good practice to live on Mars?
The moon. Or you said on Earth.
Yeah, so
good place. Under the ocean.
Oh,
under the sea.
Under.
In the ocean.
Under something. Underground.
Underground.
Did you know that there is a 55 million square foot mine in Kansas City, Missouri, that they turned into a business center? But I don't know what you would call it. A place that people can live.
I remember reading about them talking about this years ago, but I never saw anything come of it, and I just forgot about it until you just brought it up.
Yeah, it's called SubTropolis. SubTropolis. 55 million square feet.
Just a drop in the bucket.
Isn't that crazy?
The thing is, in order to be an astronaut, in order to live on a different place like the moon or Mars or, any place we can go, you can have zero fear, only logical knowledge of what could happen. Because, if you're in a spaceship and you spring a leak, you're going to die. You know, if you're living underground, there's an earthquake and the place that you live in all collapses, you're going to die. But then again, you can walk across the street and get hit by a bus.
But not in some places. Earthquake won't cause it to collapse. You got those granite shelves and all that stuff.
Yeah, well, that's the theory, like where NORAD is and everything.
So this is a 13.6 is the height. 13.6. So it's tall enough to get semi trucks in, but it's a place called SubTropolis. Look at this.
Yep.
Check it out.
I like all the different national flags.
Yeah, look at this place. Isn't that crazy? There's a semi truck underneath there.
Which means it has to have a hellacious ventilation system.
Right? Exactly. I get some more pictures.
Because I remember as a kid, I didn't do too bad going in caves. So I don't have that particular phobia. However,
what happened to going full screen? Because this is all limestone, so that's pretty good. What happened to going full screen and being able to click through all these pictures?
Yeah, I know. It's
Can you do that
annoying.
anymore? I think you can do
What
that
happens
anymore.
if you double click on it?
Goes to here, but then takes me to the web page.
Oh, yeah.
So I go here and click. Look at that, though. Look at the ceiling. How good they did on the ceiling and the carving all this stuff out. Because this was a limestone quarry, and that's how they got out. Look at all the cars back there.
Like a limestone quarry.
Look at how big it is. That's the size of a football field right there, Arrowhead Stadium. And that's how big this place is. Look at that. Amazing.
Yep.
It's limestone, baby. So there's limestone and there's shale, and then that's where the Bethany Falls limestone is, and that's where they're at. But look, they got docks, carved down in there, so you back the dock in there. You can fit buses and that in there. I mean, that's pretty cool.
Yep.
Look at that. Regular dock doors.
Does it say how much they invested in it so far?
Probably. Not where I'm looking. But isn't that cool?
It is cool.
They have the Groundhog Day run. You can go fully underground and do the run. Just crazy. Look at the size of that. All underground.
And where is this?
Kansas City, Missouri.
Kansas City, Missouri.
Kansas City. Kansas City. Here I come. The Kansas City Chiefs. They're in the playoffs right now.
Yeah. Guess who's not in the playoffs right now?
Yeah. So did you notice that so far all the teams, one team showed up and then just trounced the other teams, even though the score wasn't as bad in the Green Bay Packers game. The Packers look terrible.
Yeah.
The fumble the opening kickoff, interceptions like crazy. Was it 4 turnovers or something like that? But look at all the places that are
The
in
part
this.
that's weird is they were supposed to be guaranteed a slot, and then they lost to the Bears, which is like they should not have lost to the Bears.
Yeah, they just lost the last few games. But look at the
Yeah.
amount of stuff that's underground here. Freaking amazing. Look at that.
Ooh, that looks cool.
I mean, that's huge. Next time I go to Kansas City, I got to check this place out. They've got a data center down in there, and they love the data center down there because it just keeps it cold all the time. So they're saving money on
Oh God, yes.
on cooling. But yeah, I mean, how cool is that?
It's
like a
very
town
cool.
down there. I saw
Literally,
that.
it's
I
what
was
it
just
is.
amazed by it. For the donut, I was
Yep.
amazed. I could click those pictures all day long. It was just crazy.
Yes.
But
I'm glad you shared that with us, Steve. That was cool.
Yeah, I can tell you really like that. I got something you will like though.
Yeah.
Short attention span theater time.
Ooh. What were you talking about?
The new donuts from Krispy Kreme. Pop-Tart donuts.
Pop-Tart donuts.
Can you believe that? They're making Pop-Tart donuts.
Sure.
So that'd be pretty cool if that's actually the Pop-Tart ground up around the top. And then a little mini Pop-Tart actually on there. Right?
Weird. Just weird.
Pop-Tart frosted strawberry, right? So a regular glazed donut with little white with all ground Pop-Tart, little strawberry drizzle, a little baby Pop-Tart. The cinnamon brown sugar frosting on top, that'd be cool. The chocolate Pop-Tart one. I remember I told you I didn't like the chocolate Pop-Tarts because it's weird. So I wouldn't like that one. But I would like the cinnamon one and the frosted brown sugar cinnamon one.
Sure.
But yeah, so we're still jumping the shark with
yeah, most of the Krispy Kremes around here, well, yeah, all but 2 of them are gone, I think.
Are they?
Yeah, you got to go all the way to Milwaukee to get them.
I took subjects out because I thought Andrew was going to be here.
Yep.
So we'll run this last subject and then we'll go into the word of the week. And that could be a subject too.
Yes. This one you came up with.
Yeah, because it's a big thing out here. And I don't know if it's a big thing by you. So we're teasing the word of the week, which we're coming up to after this next story.
Okay. How much money do you need to retire in each state?
Okay, don't read it to yourself. Read it out to the audience, Scott.
Can you believe how much money you're going to end up needing to retire in each state? We are going to tell you because Steve looked it up to make our show more exciting.
We're not going to tell you.
We're not?
No, that's not what the subject says. You changed the subject.
Oh, but
What
you
does the
will
subject
not be
say?
able to do anything if you. Oh, man.
What does?
It says you won't be able to do anything once you retire there.
Oh, I do have another story after that. Okay, good. We'll do that one too. That's the political one. Another political one. But how much money do you need? Not can you believe how much money? So Reader's Digest again, your task is to bring good stories from Reader Digest, which you read all the time, you tell me.
Yep.
And you tell me, oh yeah, there's good subjects in there all the time. And how many of them have you brought to the show?
Several hundred.
Mm-hmm. And how many subjects have we done?
None of them, because they just rattle around in my head.
I could never write them down. But this is crazy. So it goes from lowest to highest amounts. So if you have $650,000 saved up, you can retire in West Virginia.
Ooh.
Isn't that great? So I might have to look to.
It is, but you have to marry your cousin.
So what did they say? How we determine the numbers? Terminal savings in each state. Go bank rates. I hate Go Bank. They're just trying to sell you stuff. This is by using the U.S. Consumer Cost of Living Index for each state to determine the amount of savings needed, subtract Social Security income from that state, and then a 4% drawing. So you got to do a 4% draw on your savings, which some people say that's not enough, but I think it is. I think 4% draw on your retirement savings is enough. Some people say, oh, you got to draw 8 or 10%. If you draw 8 or 10%, you're drawing down the principal.
Yes.
Because you can only plan on getting 8 to 10% is what the average has been for the past history of the stock market. If you're invested in the stock market, you expect those
Right.
kinds of returns. So they're saying a 4% draw. Okay. And then there's the money. So if you want to stay living where you're at,
Illinois is up there, $787,674.
but you're not
Wisconsin's even higher.
you're not in Illinois.
I'm very confused by that because it's much more expensive to live in Illinois than it is to live in Wisconsin.
No, that's not true. You have to remember, you're thinking Chicago is Illinois. If you were to live down in Bloomington Normal or Champaign.
Okay. Yeah, I guess it's average throughout the state. All right.
Yeah.
But then northern Wisconsin's cheap too. It's only
No.
certain tourist areas that are expensive.
No. Well, maybe if you go, don't go to the UP. Forget that. Very expensive. I guess you could live outside of Appleton, maybe. Who wants to live up there and freeze their butt off, though? It's going to cost a lot of money to
Yeah.
heat everything.
You know where I want to live?
With the hoe?
Idaho?
Idaho. Where do you want to live?
I don't know. I was hoping you'd know.
You told me. It's where you want to live. Where I live, I've got to have almost $1 million if I want to stay living here. If I want to move to Florida, I've got to have $5,000 more. $6,000 more.
So California and Hawaii are the two most expensive, which means
Well, we
Massachusetts.
know Hawaii.
Yeah.
Massachusetts, yeah, because that's right by New York.
Yeah.
Alaska.
Yep.
New
That
York,
makes sense. New York.
Maryland, Washington, Vermont. Look at that. Jersey, Hampshire, Rhode
Jersey.
Island, Connecticut.
Jersey. Go back to
Maine.
the cheap spots. Okay. So Kansas, Alabama, Mississippi, Missouri, Iowa, Tennessee. Wow.
Crazy, huh?
Yeah, because I'm looking at if
Do
I
you
were to
have
move.
Do you have a retirement savings account?
Do I have a what savings account?
Retirement savings account. Did you create a retirement savings account for you and your family? Do you have like a Roth
Yes.
or a traditional IRA?
Yes.
Okay.
And
Did you create a
I'll tell
business
you right
one so
now,
you could-
they're
you create
nowhere
a
near
business
that
one?
kind of money.
Did you create a business one so you could put more money away, or did
No.
you just use the government $7,000 a year?
Yeah, I
Even
don't
if you
think
put $7,000 a year away, you wouldn't have that much. You'd only have
Yeah.
like what, $14,000 or maybe $21,000.
Yeah, it's terrible. We've got private stuff. That's the only thing that's doing anything. But yeah, what's really weird is the places that we were thinking about, which would be the Southwest. Oklahoma's the only thing Southwest.
You ain't coming Southwest. Where's Texas?
It's Northwest.
Where's Texas? Texas. There you go. Texas. That's South Midwest.
Yeah.
Good
The only
luck,
thing
dude.
good about Texas is the lack of sales tax and fuel
New
tax.
Mexico. Look at New Mexico's more expensive than Texas.
Oh, and they do have good barbecue.
Where's Arizona?
Now, I did like New Mexico.
Look at
When we went through New Mexico, the people were stupid nice.
Look at Arizona.
Yeah.
I was thinking about Florida, but Jesus Christ. Well, if I'm going to stay here in Nevada, I might can move to Florida.
Yeah. What is it? $6 more or $6,000 more?
Yeah,
Yeah.
$6. At that point,
$6 more. Yeah.
Might as well
For
be
$6, I'll move.
And then according to Kiplinger, pretty much the same. This is a Social Security expenditure.
Yeah,
I
because
know
Jay
my
was
sister
looking
funny about
into Idaho. He actually bought a place in Idaho, but then
it. Really?
everything went south. Yeah. So he had to sell it.
Idaho went south?
No.
What did it have, an earthquake in the
when we
slid?
lost my mom and then my dad. So
yeah.
he
See, here's
had
the most expensive: Hawaii, California, Mass, Alaska, New York. See, so it's about the same.
Yeah.
About the same amount of money. But this breaks it out to what your Social Security income would be, but you still have to have that money to take off, and you got to draw. So, but if
Yeah,
you're doing it,
I think I'm going to make like somewhere around $1,200 a month Social Security. Woohoo!
woohoo,
That's a week's worth of payments
party
for
on
me.
that. Get a party on that. So yeah, that's crazy, huh?
Crazy is the correct term, Steve.
Okay, so now it's time to get political.
Let's
would like
get
to
political.
I would
Political.
like to read this headline from January 6th, 2025. And then you tell me, are you freaking kidding me?
Are you freaking kidding me?
Okay. You folks asked for this. So we're going to try and make common sense out of this report on the FDA's announcement. Okay. The FDA announcement is, and I quote, the FDA limits toxic lead in some baby foods. Let me read that again out loud. The FDA limits toxic lead in some baby foods.
Exactly.
Wait. Some?
Yes.
Some lead and some baby foods?
No, that's not what it says. It means there are some baby foods that have a problem, and they're going to address those. The other ones are fine.
Well, did you know this? That currently the lead limits are voluntary?
I would find that hard to believe.
That's what they're saying. This is January 6, 2025. And limits are voluntary for lead in baby food.
How else are you going to get the damn kids to get built up on it?
I want to know is how is this still possible? Scott?
Very simple.
You're the liberal of the two of us.
Well, of the two of us, yes, I am more liberal than you.
By far.
So how is it by far? Because I'm actually a moderate, but I do lean liberal because there's some things that I just think need to be addressed.
No, they don't. A woman is a woman. A woman
and a man ain't nothing but a man.
A woman has chromosomes and can have a period and can give babies and birth. That's a woman. That's the definition of a woman. I don't want some guy who's swinging and hanging in my daughter's locker room at school, putting on a swimsuit in her locker room to go beat her ass in the pool.
Oh, she should beat his ass in the pool.
So there.
He might like it.
Yeah. Whether you like it or not, that's not the way the physiology works. And that's the truth. But again, Scott.
Steve.
How can this be? How can the FDA be saying that we're so for the people and all this stuff? I mean, they're allowing all this other shit out there, but they're letting voluntary. The agency issued vital guidance that could reduce lead exposure for baby foods about 20 to 30%. There's that much lead in there that they can limit it by 20 to 30%, but the limits are voluntary, not mandatory. 20 to 30% of it they're trying to limit. That means that at least 20 to 30% of it can have lead in it or be a 20 to 30% content of lead in baby food. Explain to me this.
I'm working on it. Come
on, Mr. Liberal. Oh, the FDA is going to step forward and protect our children. A little late, don't you think? So what do you think about the fact that they're now going, oh, we need to strengthen the standards at this day and age? Where do you stand on that, Scott?
I'm doing my research. I don't speak until I do research.
What's your opinion on what I just said? I made a statement. And the fact that the FDA is now deciding to limit toxic lead in some baby foods, do you think that this is about time, or are you surprised as I am that they have not done this up to this point?
Well, considering all the stuff I have heard, I am surprised if that is true.
Oh, so you're going to say it's not true. You're going to say that the FDA is not now coming up with limiting, and they're not, the FDA quotes on the FDA website, Scott. Okay.
Again, I'm not saying that because I have to research it first.
No, you don't have to research anything. Here it is. This is FDA.gov. FDA.gov. Okay. FDA news release, FDA.gov, January 24th, 2023. They started this. FDA announces action levels. Action levels for lead. 2023 is too late. From the FDA. Look, here's the one from this year. Closer to zero. Closer to zero. FDA.gov. This is the FDA.gov saying this. FDA.gov saying this. Closer to zero. This is the one that triggered the article. I don't see it here. 1/6/2025.
Ooh.
Why aren't they saying zero lead in food for babies? And why have they not said that before? Closer to zero.
Did you send them a note and ask them why?
So again, Scott, here's your research. FDA.gov stating it that they're going to try and get closer to zero. And there's the date. Okay?
Right.
From the FDA. Now, give me your opinion.
Well, they are doing what they're supposed to do, aren't they? They're making it better.
They're doing what they're supposed to do.
They're finding a problem and they're trying to
That's
deal
like
with the
saying
problem.
that I'm supposed to be nicer to you.
But that'll never happen.
Am I doing my job?
Yes.
No.
Oh, you're not?
No. You think I'm doing my job? If my job is to be nicer to you?
Oh, I see what you're saying. I thought you're doing your job by annoying me.
No, you said I'm supposed to be.
I'm supposed to be annoying
This is the problem
you.
with arguing with liberals. Facts don't mean shit to them.
Oh, no. See, that's incorrect. That facts are
Okay.
everything, which is why I'm not
Facts are
talking until I read facts.
I just gave you facts. This is from FDA.gov. What other facts do you need? See, even when presented with facts, liberals will go, well, that might not be the FDA.
Yeah.
This is the FDA. This is the FDA on January 6th saying that they're going to get closer to zero. Not zero, closer to zero.
That's right.
What other facts do you need?
Because
there,
lead
Mr. Liberal?
exists in a lot of stuff. Did you know that if you eat a bag of M&Ms, you're ingesting lead?
Should you?
Yeah, but people eat it because obviously it is part of what.
Yeah, and we eat at McDonald's and we eat shit.
It's not necessarily good. So it's all about having the knowledge, proper knowledge for you to choose. The problem is people still don't choose even with the proper knowledge.
See, and this is the problem with liberals.
It's not just liberals. Conservatives are just as bad.
No, it's you.
It's the extremes on both ends that are the problem.
No. Okay, and you think lead in food is good?
Lead in food is not good.
Well, then what are you saying? Should we get rid of lead in food?
It'd be nice if we could reduce lead in food to a point where it is virtually nothing, but I don't know if it's practical. I don't know.
Okay, so how much lead is in the carrot you eat, Scott?
Well, I don't eat carrots very often, so I have no idea.
Okay, and they make carrots into baby food. So if you were just to grind up a carrot, and make it baby food, do you think you should add lead to it?
Hang on a second. Goobers, is there a problem with your carrot?
Yeah,
he says his carrots are nummy.
Right, because there's no lead in it.
Oh, but what if it was grown in an area that had a lot of lead in the soil?
So what you're saying is we should all move to Detroit and use the water from Detroit.
No, because they'd run out of water too fast.
So what are you saying, liberal?
I don't know, conservative.
Again, facts.
You know what to say about facts?
What do they say about facts, Scott?
They say that they're obsolete machines that only bankers and doctors still use.
You're a nutball.
Yep.
See, this is why liberals will never win, because
that's
they don't.
Why you drink that damn dirty stuff.
Because you don't listen to facts.
Ooh.
Here he is. Hey, Goobers. See? Healthy, no lead in his carrots.
Hi, Goobs. Steve doesn't think there's any lead in your carrots because they're all organic. Goober says he likes organic carrots.
So if you can have organic carrots, why can't you have organic baby food with no lead in it?
Well,
why is that
first
even
of all,
a debate?
I don't eat baby food.
Why is this a debate?
But I do eat M&Ms.
Do you think children should eat lead?
No.
Little babies should eat lead?
Nope. They've been doing
Great.
that most of their lives.
Great, Scott.
They still have
Fantastic.
that problem.
That is why you sat in the back of the room eating glue off the tile and chipping the paint off the windowsills with the lead.
Right. Wait. There's lead and glue too?
No,
Frickin'
you're
A.
eating glue and the
I
paint.
didn't eat glue.
The
Jay
paint
ate
around the
paste.
windows.
I couldn't
the
stand that stuff.
You took the paint off the windowsills, which had lead in the paint, and you ate that.
I do remember that we had to redo one of our rooms at our old house when I was a kid because it had lead paint. That was
Right.
sucky.
So they got rid of okay. So if they can get rid of lead in paint, why can't they get rid of lead in baby food?
Because I don't have any idea how they do it.
Again, facts.
Mm,
All right,
a
well,
fact,
let's just
ma'am.
talk dirty.
I already tried to do that. You know what you said?
That you ate paint.
No, you said something else, but that's okay.
What did I say?
I don't remember anymore. I was hoping you would. Let's get
I didn't
dirty.
say it.
Wait a minute. Isn't there a song called Dirty?
So I don't know. You're the DJ.
Dir-
The Don't Know Show doesn't know.
Dirty.
All right, dirty soda. Have you heard of dirty soda? Is that a thing by you?
Is it like a dirty martini?
No, you don't put olive juice in it.
Okay.
You pour the, the olives come in like an olive liquid, and you
Yes,
pour that
well,
into the martini.
Different
That's what makes
kinds.
it dirty,
Okay.
because
Sure.
there's stuff. That's what
Because
makes
now
it.
instead of having clear alcohol, you've added a organic thing to the liquid and it clouds it up a little bit. Got it.
Well, it's vodka and vermouth,
Which are both crystal clear.
right? So to make it dirty, you put the olive, because you put olives in there, but then you pour a little bit
Right.
of the olive.
The Juice,
Juice.
which clouds it up just a little. Okay.
Yeah.
It makes
But you know
perfect
what
sense.
dirty, but no, you don't put olive. Well, maybe you could, but no. Do you know what dirty soda is? This is a thing. It's huge in Utah. Utah started this
Okay.
because Mormons will drink soda to get their caffeine fix because they can't do what? Tea and coffee.
Really?
Yeah. Members must abstain from alcohol and hot beverage such as coffee or tea. Dirty soda concept took off. So,
Well, that's weird because you can drink iced coffee and you can drink iced tea. It's not
yes,
hot.
but you can't drink coffee or tea because of the way it's brewed or whatever. But you can do soda.
Okay.
So a big thing in Utah are, instead of Starbucks, do you guys have Bros, Dutch Bros?
No.
You have Starbucks, right?
Yes.
What other coffee drive-thrus do you have?
There are still a couple Caribou coffees around, but not
Okay.
very many.
Caribou coffees. So instead of having those, they have a place where you drive through and get sodas.
Okay.
Word of the week is dirty soda.
Which is like the McDonald's drive-through where you get your soda. Okay.
Well, that's really kind of mostly what they sell is the soda drinks.
Oh, it's the okay. Yeah, there's a coffee chain that has what looks like. Do you remember the old Fujifilm places you could drop off? They were a little box out in the middle of a parking lot.
Yeah.
There's a couple places that are popping up in the city where they do that with coffee now.
Okay. Well, they do this with soda here.
Okay, that's kind of cool.
Yeah, and it's a soda, a dirty soda.
It's like a dreamsicle soda.
Is a soda, but it's spiked. But okay, so you've gone to the gas station, right?
Yep.
Did you ever make a garbage soda?
Yes.
Where you just hit every spigot.
We didn't call it garbage. What do we call it? We had a name
Trash
for
can?
it.
I don't know.
No.
What do you call it?
Just keep talking. I'll remember.
Okay. Well, what they'll do with the soda
Swamp
is they'll
water.
spike swamp water. Yeah. So you make a swamp water, right?
Yep.
Well, now they have entire facilities or restaurants or little soda drive-throughs where you can go buy that.
Okay. Cool.
So the soda is spiked with cream and flavored syrups or fruit juices.
Okay.
The drink is described as alcohol-free mocktails. So you can do mocktails with optional cream and fruit added.
Okay. So basically, they're bringing back the old soda fountain where you had all the ingredients and you can mix them together the way you want them,
Right.
avoiding alcohol. Okay. That makes perfect sense.
So instead of a drive-through coffee, it's a drive-through soda shop.
Cool.
How weird.
Why
And
would
they
it
have
be weird?
really, They have really
I can't
cool
stand
names.
coffee. All I drink is soda.
So you would like those. So
As long-
the OG, the original, it's called Swig. That's the name of the drive-through there. Or
Okay.
you go to Sodalicious, or Fizz Drinks, or Thirst Drinks, or Quench It. Those are the top 5 most popular soda
Okay.
places.
Now, here's another
Yeah.
interesting question.
Serve dirty sodas.
Do they make diet versions of these?
Yes, it's a diet soda, and then you just add. So you could have kind of like you have Sonics, right?
Yeah, in the city, not out here.
Okay, you know what a diet.
To this day, I still have not eaten a Sonic because every time I'm in the city, I'm in a bus and they got no parking for a bus.
You know what a diet cherry. They have a walk up. Diet cherry lemonade. You had diet cherry lemonade, right? No.
I drink diet raspberry lemonade.
Okay. Well, they make that at Sonic.
That's really good.
Yeah, so you can get it. But yeah, so that's dirty soda.
Dirty. Steve
How
has a
about this-
dirty mind.
How much is flavored soda? What if you go to one of those 101?
The Bressler's.
No, the 101 soda kiosks. You've seen those, right?
Well, I've
tell
seen the
me you've
Coke
been to a
machines
place-
with. I've
Yeah,
seen the
the
Coke
Coke
machines that have the buttons and you get all different flavors and stuff. Yeah, but I didn't think it was that many. I thought it was only like 60.
Well, it's because you
Combinations.
can put the flavoring in any one of them. So if you have 10 times 10 flavoring,
Got
right?
it. Yeah. Okay. They have one of my favorite drinks. Minute Maid makes zero sugar drinks like limeade, orangeade, strawberryade that are just freaking incredibly delicious. But you can't buy
They're
them in the
called
grocery store.
freestyles. That's what they're called.
Freestyles. Yeah.
The freestyle soda machine.
Yeah.
Why can't I get back to that?
The problem is if you use the straight flavor, like add cherry, add raspberry or whatever syrup into your diet beverage, the syrup is not diet and it makes a funky taste.
So these are the freestyle. And you don't need a whole store. So you just put one of these in your store and then you can do dirty sodas. But these are, confirm my soda. I don't want that. Okay. Here we go. So yeah, with these machines, you've seen these, right? The freestyles.
I haven't seen the machine yet, but I've seen them.
You haven't seen one? You've never
Oh,
gone
I
to a
see the
restaurant
picture
that
now.
has-
Yes, I said yes, but I wasn't seeing it on the screen. But
Oh.
it's because it was a little itty bitty picture at the top corner.
Yeah, you can create your own and save the thing on the app now.
Yes.
And you go there and then you put it in, it automatically mixes it for you.
Yep.
That's all the pictures they have of it?
I know, and
Drinks,
the stupid ass pictures too.
a terrible picture. Yeah, but here's all
But
your
that's what I'm
choices.
used to seeing right there. That screen like
Yeah, you
that.
get these little dots.
And then you stop. No, stop moving. Go up one. Oh no, the other direction. Other direction. Yeah, go down. Drag it out. Stop. I can't make it go. Anyone, you'll see one that says lemonades. Go to the lemonades one for Minute Maid.
Yeah, Minute Maid lemonade right there.
Zero sugar lemonades. Or see,
Yeah.
they are so awesome.
And then you can add the flavoring in it, but the flavoring isn't sugar free. Really?
No, that's the problem. If you get the flavor that comes with it, in other words, if you clicked on the lemonade ones, it'll give
All right,
you
they've
flavors
got
that are zero
low
sugar.
no cal and exclusive low no cal. I don't know what the difference is.
Right.
So these are low cal.
Yep, there they are. Zero sugar lemonades and zero sugar drinks.
These
If
are
you
all
were
zero
able-
sugar with all the flavoring. These say zero sugar.
Yeah. The peach is really good. The limeade is my favorite, absolute favorite. It is so good. And they make a strawberry too. I don't know why it's not on that screen. When
That's
we go
the
to
regular lemonade.
when
That's
we
the-
go to there it is, strawberry lemonade right there. Zero sugar. Yep. Very good.
Yes. So they have it with the flavoring at zero
yep,
sugar. So that's not
But-
true. What you said was not true.
Okay. The original machines
I like
also
these.
had buttons where you could add just flavoring. In other
Oh,
words, if you wanted
now.
extra right, and that was not sugar free.